Welcome to the channel. Today, we're diving into the turbulent landscape of U.S. politics as of June 2025, from deepening national divides to rising tensions both at home and abroad. Whether you're watching from across the globe or right here in America, this is a pivotal moment. Let's unpack the headlines, the power struggles, and what it could mean for the future. Donald Trump is back in the White House, following a stunning political comeback in the 2024 elections. His second term has quickly taken on what many critics are calling a strongman presidency, bold, confrontational, and deeply polarizing. In early June, Trump ordered the deployment of National Guard troops and even Marine units into major cities like Los Angeles to counter immigration-related protests. These demonstrations erupted after a series of aggressive ICE raids targeting undocumented workers and sanctuary neighborhoods. Supporters argue these moves are about restoring law and order. Opponents, however, see echoes of authoritarianism, especially as federal forces began clashing with local authorities who refused to comply with the new immigration mandates. In addition to this, Trump's administration pushed through a sweeping travel ban affecting several majority Muslim and Latin American countries. Student visas for top academic institutions, including Harvard and Stanford, have been suspended, sparking outrage among global scholars and American universities alike. The administration claims these measures are to protect national security. Critics argue it's political posturing at the expense of civil liberties and international cooperation. Meanwhile, the country witnessed an unprecedented wave of civil resistance. In April, a nationwide protest campaign dubbed Hands Off spread across all 50 states. Millions poured into the streets, opposing Trump's re-election, his immigration crackdown, and deep federal budget cuts that many link to rising political influence from figures like Elon Musk. The protests have drawn comparisons to the Women's March of 2017 and even the George Floyd uprisings of 2020. But this time, they seem more sustained, more widespread, and more politically diverse. As the ICE raids intensified in June, sanctuary cities like San Francisco, Chicago, and New York became epicenters of fresh unrest. Protesters are not just resisting immigration policies, they're speaking out about the erosion of civil rights, the criminalization of dissent, and what they see as a growing crisis of democracy in America. Inside Washington, the chaos continues. The Justice Department has become a battleground. Over a dozen high-profile federal prosecutors resigned in protest, citing unprecedented political interference in legal proceedings. The event is already being compared to Nixon's infamous Saturday Night Massacre, but legal scholars warn this may be an even greater threat to the rule of law. Meanwhile, Congress convened its 119th session under a dark cloud of infighting. The Republican Party, now split between traditional conservatives, MAGA loyalists, and a rising libertarian faction, is struggling to maintain a unified agenda. Democrats are also divided, with moderates clashing with progressives over strategy, leadership, and how to respond to what many are calling a constitutional crisis. And it's not just politics. The economy is feeling the pressure too. Massive federal layoffs are sweeping through departments like education, health, and USAID. Mental health hotlines and social programs are stretched to the breaking point. For the average government employee, the uncertainty is overwhelming, and state governments are bracing for even deeper budget cuts as new federal tariffs and international trade disputes slow down local economies, especially in agriculture and manufacturing-heavy regions. Amid this growing unrest, a new political force is emerging: Elon Musk's America Party. Yes, you heard that right. Musk, already a dominant figure in tech, space, and media, has launched a populist techno-libertarian movement that's gaining traction among younger voters, disillusioned centrists, and even some former Trump supporters. His platform promotes decentralization, AI governance, and sweeping reform of traditional political institutions. This has triggered a sharp rivalry between Musk and Trump. What began as subtle jabs on social media has now turned into an open war of words, and it's spilling over into policy and public perception. Tech CEOs, political strategists, and even foreign diplomats are scrambling to navigate this unpredictable power dynamic. And while all this plays out, the internet continues to amplify every twist and turn. Online platforms have become battlegrounds of misinformation, echo chambers, and digital activism. Deepfakes, AI-generated political content, and anonymous whistleblower leaks are shaping the narrative faster than journalists can verify them. June 2025 may well go down in history as a turning point. Between federal crackdowns, mass public resistance, economic anxiety, and the rise of third-party movements, the United States appears to be entering a new political era, one where the old rules no longer apply and the future feels more uncertain than ever. That's all for today's deep dive. If you found this breakdown insightful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to CMD Explores for more thought-provoking updates and global coverage. And now we want to hear from you. Which issue do you think will define America's future? Immigration, free speech, economic power, or something else entirely? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and stay curious.